Ken Snell, welcome. So congratulations. Well, into the Polk County Sports Hall of Fame. So
very, very flattering, and it's kind of still hard to believe that they picked me out of all the bigger guys out there. So yes, I'm very, very honored.
So the proprietor of, or co-proprietor of All-American Gym in Lakeland, right there on 92 on Jenkins. But powerlifter Hall of Famer yourself. You're in two different Halls of Fame before this one. And tell us a little bit about how you got into powerlifting.
Well, it started back when I was 16, and because of my size, I got picked on a lot. And so I got into the Bruce Lee craze back in the day. And so I was in the hall there at my high school, and there's a guy that came up to me, and you know, pretty big guy, and he said, "Hey, would you like to join our weightlifting club?" So, you know, I'm looking around like, "You talking to me?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah." And I got to thinking about that, and I said, "Well, why me?" And he said, "Well, because we need smaller guys for team points." And then another thing I was thinking about was getting picked on because, unbeknownst to me, I could fit in my hall locker.
Yeah.
And I found out by you know, the people that would pick on me, and they would stuff me in there. So I said, well, I could either you know, try to get a little light in here and start doing my work in there, or I could maybe lift weights and get so big that I couldn't fit in there anymore. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of still waiting to get big.
But this is really sort of the 70s and mid 70s.
Yes, sir.
So it's the Schwarzenegger, and that has kind of hit the scene, but weightlifting is kind of new to the American scene. I mean, people are jogging, they're weightlifting, fitness all of a sudden starts to come in, and you guys at the gym really started from the basics.
We did, and we did not, of course, obviously have the internet, and we'd basically do word-of-mouth communication between us and other guys that worked out at other gyms, and like, hey, try this routine, it works pretty good. And then we'd read magazines, and back then the magazines were legit. Of course, we call Muscle and Fitness Muscle and Fiction because you know, the articles are, anyway, I don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
But so we basically had to really work ourselves into finding a right routine that would work for us, and that's basically what we did.
And it turns out the two guys that talked you into starting into weightlifting are in Halls of Fame themselves.
Yes, Mark Chalet is in the York Barbell Hall of Fame. And John Sullivan, he was a strongman juggler. He could juggle bowling balls, and I mean, I think he holds a world record as far as the amount of weight that he could juggle. So, yeah.
And so you go from high school in Maryland to Lakeland.
Yes, sir.
College and whatnot, and make a career out of fitness. So tell us about that career path.
Well, it's something that I really didn't think I would ever get into. I mean, I liked it so much, and I just kept working out. And then I would, in fact, my first meet, I thought, I'll do this meet and then that'll be it, and I'll move on and do something else and not powerlift anymore. And so I went ahead and just got more involved in it, and then I started helping people throughout the years, and I enjoyed the results that they were receiving and the feedback. And so I said, wow, I really like doing this. And then everything just kind of fell into place. It wasn't like something that I really pursued. So it was I'm very fortunate that it happened that way, and that I'm very fortunate I'm still able to do it.
Well let's dive a little deeper into your stellar Hall of Fame career track. So you started out in high school. You were asked, by two Hall of Famers to get in, eventual Hall of Famers, and you must have started excelling at some point, going, I've got a gift for this. God's given me a gift, and I'm going to pursue that. How did that all work out? You went from high school, and did you do pretty well in high school, and then into college? Or, I mean, how did that all work?
Well, you're kind of right on track as far as how it happened. It happened when I was in high school. I went to the Teenage Nationals. And I went to the Teenage Nationals 4 years in a row, and I won it the last 2 years.
Really?
And
what weight were you lifting?
I was 123.
Okay.
And so after that, I started getting into doing, besides the Teenage Nationals, other national contests. And from there, I started going into world contests. And it just kind of snowballed, I guess you could say, as far as the getting higher and higher as far as the titles that I was earning.
Okay.
And so I guess you could say that I had a knack for it in some way, which was totally unexpected for me, to be able to lift the amount of weight that I could at these contests. And like I said, I was probably more surprised than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, let them brag a little bit here. So you're lifted 4 times your body weight.
Yes, sir.
And
is that in one lift, or is that a combined,
That's one lift, the deadlift. I weighed, at this contest, I fluctuate between weight classes, 114 and 123.
Okay.
And I weighed 113 at this contest, and I deadlifted 465.
And your back is still okay?
Yeah.
It's better than his.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I'm still trying to sit up. No, I'm good.
So overall, 17 national titles, more than 200 meets under your belt.
Yes, sir.
And you told me that one aspect of the sport that you really liked is being able to beat other competitors pound for pound. That being able to, being a smaller guy, being able to beat the bigger guys pound for pound is really something that lit a fire in you.
Yeah, it did, because you would think, like a lot of people do when they go in a contest, that when they compete, that, okay, you do have weight classes, but when they give out what's called a best lift reward, that the bigger guy is always going to get the best lift reward because he's big and bigger and he lifted more weight. But using formulas that these powerlifting federations made up, it makes everybody an even playing field. So you can lift against a bigger guy and go pound for pound to see who's the strongest, even though he's lifted a lot more than you. By body weight, you've lifted pound for pound more than he has. So that kind of inspires you to keep going and not just give up and say, well, all the big guys are always going to get it. But with these formulas, it definitely helped make a difference as far as competing in the same playing field.
We were talking a little bit earlier before we came on air, and you were sharing with me that your father, Air Force veteran, and worked in Washington, D.C. in the Pentagon.
Yes, sir.
And, I have a son, Air Force as well, captain. Anyway, that discipline that your father instilled in you, because if you're an Air Force brat, affectionately said, there is a level of discipline that others don't necessarily get. How much of a difference do you think it made in your perseverance, your training, your physical discipline, and all of that type of stuff throughout your career?
It definitely made a difference. It really did, because you learn respect. I mean, growing up, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, and you always address any officer by their title, or sergeants, or anyone that has earned that title, that rank, I should say. So yes, you were taught very young to work hard and have a lot of self-discipline, because this is a sport that requires a lot of self-discipline. Because I tell you what, there's times you're in that gym and it's late and you're ready for your workout, and hardly anybody's there, and you're like, man, I have to pull deadlifts.
Yeah.
And I have to pull a lot of weight because I have a meet coming up.
Yeah.
And you just have to, find that inner strength, and that's what my dad helped me work at and find and discover is that inner strength.
Ken, I'm really excited for you, and well, for all of us too, that we'll be at the Polk County All Sports Awards and Hall of Fame induction ceremony on June 16th. 16th at the RP Funding Center. It's going to be a special evening. It's going to be a special evening for you. But Jack is sort of a taskmaster in that the speeches have to be 5 minutes or less. Otherwise, he gets the hook out. And then if that doesn't work, he puts shock collars on people and starts zapping them. All kidding aside. We're really, congratulations.
Thank you.
We're really looking forward to it, and I think it's fantastic. I think this is our first power lifter. That has been inducted into the Polk County Sports Hall of Fame, and you're joining, the likes of Ray Lewis and some of these other, Andy Bean, some of these superstars in the world of sports globally. This is a very special evening. Bring your friends, bring your family, and first and foremost, enjoy yourself.
I definitely will, and again, I feel so honored to have been chosen for this induction. It's really special.
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Again, if you want more information and even some good training, All-American Gym on Highway 92, George Jenkins Boulevard, give Ken a call, and he'll be happy to give you an education.